Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to Slam. I wanted to get started today by reading our gospel for this week. This is a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. A man in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide with me the property our father left for us." Jesus answered him, "Friend, who gave me the right to judge or to divide the property between you two?" And he went on to say to them all, "Watch out and guard yourselves from every kind of greed, because your true life is not made up of the things you own, no matter how rich you may be." Then Jesus told them this parable. There once was a rich man who had land which bore good crops. He began to think to himself, "I don't have a place to keep all of my crops. What can I do? This is what I will do," he told himself. "I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones where I can store the grain and all my goods. Then I will say to myself, 'Lucky man, you have all the good things you need for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself.' But God said to him, 'You fool, this very night you will have to give up your life. Then who will get all of these things you have kept for yourself?' And Jesus concluded, 'This is how it is with those who pile up riches for themselves, but are not rich in God's life.'" The Gospel of the Lord. So today's gospel talks about people who store up treasures but are not rich towards God. Now, do you really know what it means to be rich towards God? Being rich towards God means we follow Him and we serve Him. It means we show love to others, even if they are strangers or people we don't particularly like. Being rich towards God means we always try to do the right thing and live for God's glory. When we do these things, we're being rich towards God. We create a special kind of treasure for ourselves. Now, there's another kind of treasure that we can create for ourselves. This treasure is earthly treasure, and it's things like our belongings and our toys and our games and our technology. People who have a lot of earthly treasures are people who we may think of as rich. They have money or a big house or many possessions. Now, earthly treasure isn't quite as good as heavenly treasure. Earthly treasure can be fun to have and play with and be around, but in the final counting, our earthly treasure is empty. When we go to be with God, we can't take any of our earthly treasures with us, but there is one treasure we can take, and that's our richness in God. Now, I want you to think about people who are rich in God. Maybe they are friendly and caring, or they're always volunteering to help others and serve in some way. Maybe it's someone who always does what's right. How do you feel when you're around these people? It doesn't matter how much money a person has. You want to be around somebody who's rich in God, not rich in things. Richness in God is so much longer lasting than any earthly treasures we may have. And in the end, that's what matters most. So this week, boys and girls, while we may enjoy all the things around us and playing with all of these things, I want you to focus on building that richness with God, building your relationship with Him, and looking for ways to serve and love others around you more. Whether this is somebody you know really well, like friends or family, or it's a stranger in your community that you're meeting for the first time. Look for ways to serve and engage and talk and love people, just as Jesus did. Thank you for joining me for Slam, and I will see you next time. Bye.